Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. And everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something. Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life.
All right, we have just packed up our campsite here. We're about to roll on. Day 4, 5, 4? No, 5. It's day 5.
So what we got going on, Mike, we broke camp this morning. We did a walk around on the vehicles, a once over, and then got back on the trail. We went about 6 to 8 miles on this washboard here. And so we're just stopping, taking another look. Again, we talked about some of the things that we found on the TRD Pro. The idler pulley with the supercharger. Right here was back the intake bolts on the Magnuson supercharger, where we've been pushing this thing pretty hard on the trip just thus far. I've been getting a little bit of seeping. I would assume that's normal, so we're not really worried about it too much, but it's just something to check. Engine looks good. We dusted everything off this morning, looked at the filter, the in-cabin filter. In-cabin filter needed sprayed out with a little bit of low compression air, so we got that cleaned up as well. And then when we were doing a walk around on the suspension, back here we found where we're running the Icon 2.5s with the remote resis. The tubing here had actually separated from the self-tapping screw. The self-tapping screw had backed out. So looking through Scott's part kit, we found a self-tapping screw that would fit. Got it installed, tightened up, and we're back operational. But on these washboard roads and some of the trails we've hit so far, it's just stopping and definitely taking a look at the tires. A lot of sharp rocks on the route that we've taken so far, making sure we don't have any punctures or lacerations. And then just looking at the suspension and looking at those paint marks that we have on all of our bolts, making sure the paint marks haven't moved so that everything's nice and tight. Yeah, so Icon came on board this year, and we're really excited about the suspension setups with the rigs. The CDC valving on this type of trail has just been great. The different terrain that we've been able to tackle, we've been able to just adjust the settings on the CDC valves, just make it for a supremely plush ride. Awesome, loving it so far. This thing's riding like a Cadillac.
So it's there's an airport. I don't know if it's abandoned or not. It says Sandy Ranch. It is en route, but could be a cool place to check out. Don't know how far. Looks like we're about 5, maybe 6 miles from it, but be good to go. Cool. Let's go.
We hit a high note after our expedition in the Henry Mountain Range. It further fueled our itch to explore what else the Utah Traverse had to offer.
Alright guys, so it looks like coming up, we're going to hit a junction, and we've got a Sandy Ranch potential airport break. And if it's available or open, maybe we could stop there and check that out real quick.
Cool plan. Right on.
Get some filler here. Alright, I'm going to recap the day before yesterday. So we rolled out of the Manti LaSalle forest yesterday and rolled into the town of Hanksville, Utah. We kind of fueled up, got some food, got some grub, good to go. And we found this awesome campsite in the Henrys last night. What elevation did we get up to?
We were about 10,800.
10,800 feet.
That was where we passed.
Right.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Okay, and then we rolled back down to about 6,600 feet, and that's where we found that awesome campsite.
Yeah.
This morning we rolled out about
an hour ago.
Yeah, this morning we rolled out about 10 o'clock from our campsite. We got kind of a late start because we were doing a lot of footage dump to hard drives, getting all our gear situated, getting everything clean because the dust out here is just crazy, but we got a late start. We're good to go now. We're going to find an old abandoned airport. Is that right?
It's kind of unclear if it's abandoned or not. But out here in the middle of the desert, there's apparently an airstrip or an airport, and we're gonna see if we can find it.
Nice. Unfortunately, we never found the abandoned airstrip. However, we did find other things.
Just like with backpacking or any other outdoor sport, overlanding also has trail booty. Somebody hit this dip a little hard, and it looks like it just knocked off their lower valance as well as one of their fogs. So we'll make use of this light later.
The road ahead, it twists and turns, and the sun beats down and it burns. But I keep on pushing through, and every step quicker than the last. My feet tread down this beaten path, and I keep
Tommy cracks me up.
on
Every time I look, he's like climbed something.
'Cause I get up, and I may fall right back down, but your love lifts me back to solid ground. Yeah, I get up, and I may fall right back down, but your love lifts me back to solid ground. Oh, I've come too far in this to raise my flag and call it quits. So I keep on pushing through. Oh, with every step.
One of our favorite aspects of our journeys lately is our downtime. It's time for us to unwind, make some food, and just joke around with each other a little bit, which is always good after a long trip.
Yeah, I get up.
Where were you, Billy?
I was making poop. That's where Billy was.
Are you going to teach us a class later on
Digging cat holes and whatnot
Yeah.
in latrines. Yeah, I can do these things.
Yeah,
A little bit of Marine Corps basics.
I think
Yeah.
that's a good call.
Okay.
You going to teach us how to wipe with cactus too? I hear that's a common thing.
Yeah.
Can you show us?
Yes, but you're gonna be my demonstrator.
Oh man,
Okay, so I'll give the class. You're my demonstrator, and we'll be good to go.
dang it. I lost out on that one.
Keep on running from the things I don't understand. I'm chasing down the reasons, answers for what makes this man. Oh, the road ahead, it twists and turns.
We have made it to Boulder Town. We're gonna get some fuel, check out some of these little mini marts and trading post up there. Just kind of take it easy today, I think. Here's a payphone. Wow, cool. You meet a lot of cool people on the road. More on that later.
In Park City, if you
In
guys.
his house. In his
How
house.
far is Park City from here?
Like 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
But the outdoors in Park City
Oh, yeah.
is unique.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Hi, how are you?
what's your name?
Fausto.
From Cuba, right?
Cuba, all the way out in Utah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I just had to stop to check out your stuff
That's good.
because
man.
it's very unique.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the place to explore and just have all this great gear.
You have the perfect platform vehicle over there too.
Yeah.
Give you some ideas here.
Yeah, that's what I want to check it out. To be able to I mean, this is just so sick. It doesn't even look like a 4Runner.
This day was kind of a chill day for us. We decided to just hit some trails, stop in some towns, meet some people, and just kind of get ready for our next epic campsite. Camaraderie was strong and spirits were high. We were excited for the next leg of the trip.
All my friends are still talking about drugs, saying feels like heaven come and feel like us.
It's just a little bit of heaven right there. Oh.
It feels like it's real, but I can't be sure. Now my eyes are blinding. No idea what I'm looking for.
Utah's amazing. Hands down, amazing.
Yeah, best trip ever.
Best trip ever.
They never know why they still wake up unsatisfied. We're all waking up unsatisfied.
There's like a cliff down there. No idea what we're looking at. No idea how far it is. Utah. So we found this overlook here of Lake Powell. It's a really popular spot. There's all these rigs out here. We're trying to find a good place to deploy the tents because it's really hilly and it's really rocky. And Scott and I are on the ground. Must be nice being Bill and Tommy being a rooftop tent. The only foreseeable problem is this is the actual trail, so we don't know if we should deploy tents on the trail. Man, I didn't know crazy desert isolation like this was a thing. Crazy. All right, I'm gonna help out.
Back. Let's see. What kind of picture we can get with that? Oh yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
That'll be good. So.
What's for dinner, Bill?
We got spaghetti, man. Went Italian on us tonight, and Jorge came over here and critiqued me. He was about 20 feet away, and apparently Jorge's grandfather is Italian from Sicily, and so he could essentially smell that I was burning the noodles. So he came over here to let me know. But we're looking good to go now. I think everybody's ready to eat, and I'm ready to deliver. Awesome. Okay, Jorge's got his. Everybody else
Mike,
is
are
good to
you
go.
gonna?
Give me
permission.
Mike, you gonna try some
What's that?
shots again tonight?
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Sunrise tomorrow morning when we wake up, overlooking Lake Powell.
We rolled in here on a pretty rough trail about midnight last night, and we were met with this insane gust of wind, like gale force winds, and we had to set up our camp in those winds, which was kind of hectic, but we made it happen, man. It was actually pretty amazing. Then we cooked dinner, fell asleep not too long afterwards, and we woke up to this amazing view of Lake Powell. And yeah, this is definitely one of the most picturesque places I've ever been in my life. Utah.
Basically, this trip, talking with the crew before we left, my thought was, hey, let's get back to the basics of having fun. Let's get back to the core element of why it is we get out here. And that's been exactly what the trip's been thus far.
So after we left Boulder Town, driving on the road over to Grand Escalante, out in the middle of nowhere on top of this little ridgeline, there's this place called Kiva Cotton, and man, it was a little oasis out in the middle of nowhere, which was wonderful. So we had an opportunity, stopped, got a little coffee, had a little pastry, and then we continued on and went into Grand Escalante. I think it just broke. Where's that paper clip I gave you, Jorge?
That carpet.
It's in
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
All right.
you got both sizes.
Yeah, both sides. We got it out.
Show it in the camera.
So yeah, so these slide in, and it's a feature that if it does catch wind, which is what happened to us, we had a wind gust, it breaks here instead of bending the pole. And Rhino Rack is smart enough. They bring these spare parts, and in it goes, and we'll put the screw back in, and we are back in business in less than 10 minutes to fully repair our awning. Dude, that's awesome.
Nice day. So I made the mistake of letting one of the guys from our group take off with one of my toolkits, and then I found out that I had a missing upper shock bushing.
Oh.
So we just did a field repair with a quick fist.
Nice. Well done.
Do you need something else?
I need to borrow some duct tape if you guys have duct tape.
Yes, we have duct tape, I think, somewhere.
That's exactly right, somewhere, right? And
Duct
that's how
tape.
it is when we start packing stuff, right?
Yeah.
I know we brought it, but
Yeah, well, we drove in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't get in here till about 11 o'clock last night.
I
I
was
saw you guys roll in.
late.
Yeah, there was a couple open views where I was just like, hell yeah.
Remember how we said you meet the coolest people when you're out traveling? In our experience, there has been nothing like the overlanding community when it comes to just helping each other out. So we try to give back whenever we can.
Got Mike behind the wheel whipping it on. Put down the camera to get some wheel time behind the T4R TRD Pro. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, man. Feels good. Like
Feeling
this
good.
supercharger, man. You can definitely feel that trailer in the back, though.
Yeah, you sure can. What do you think about the route we're on right now?
Picturesque. Just amazing. Unreal. I've been really impressed so far with just the landscape of Utah. Just from snow-capped mountains to red rocks to desert to this deep canyons. Unreal.
Right on.
Never seen anything like it.